All right, let's get rock and rolling. Except we are rock and rolling at 8:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally, I'm rock and rolling with a video nice and early, but oh man, we got Christmas Eve tomorrow. We got Christmas Christmas Day in 2 days, or rather, I should say less than 2 days. Happy early Christmas to anyone out there. If you do not celebrate Christmas, whatever you're going to be doing, whatever holiday you celebrate, hopefully it is the best you've ever experienced ever. And, oh man, well, so today was very interesting for the overall market because not a whole lot happened. Not to mention, today was a very interesting day for me because I was super busy. Been up since, like, legitimately, I want to say, like, 6:10-ish, and I've just been doing other things besides looking at the market, which is kind of really not normally what I do, but I am badly behind on my Christmas shopping, so, had to take advantage of this time right before tomorrow, and, one key feature that I kind of really want to talk about today is being invested, being long a stock, and being able to go to sleep every single night very easily, very happily, and also if you're really busy doing other stuff, you just don't even care or don't even think about it. That's how you know that you've chosen a winner chicken dinner. And it's also how you know that you are a very well diverse, a very well-disciplined trader, investor, definitely not day trader, because if you're holding something, let me put it this way, if I were to do a day trade and I was to do something else besides look at the market, that could end very, very badly. That day trade could turn into a swing trade, and then that swing trade could turn into a big loss. But when it comes to being long a stock and also definitely be invested into one, prime example, SoFi, the main stock that we talk about here on this channel. If you are new, welcome. If you find value in these videos, please smash the like button. Definitely subscribe for future content. I'm a raging SoFi bull. See a lot of great things happening. Also doing a bung profile challenge, aka public profile challenge, starting fresh after the New Year's. But tomorrow, not going to be making a new video. Yes, the market is open half a day. I'm going to be super busy. I'm doing some traveling tomorrow with family. So, going to be super busy. Going to be with family, friends over the next 2 days. And I'll be right back at video making on the 26th, Friday. But prime example, SoFi. I did not pay attention today to the market at all. Very rarely does this happen to me, but it tends to be around the holidays. And especially if the beginning of the week is really just like stagnated, like we kind of really saw. Now, go back a couple weeks ago, I was buying stock like crazy. Definitely when we had this volatile dip here in the market with Bitcoin going down to Chinatown. Not to mention SPY over here, basically major indexes along with the Qs. But back in November, even the week leading up to Thanksgiving, although Thanksgiving is traditionally a little different because you do have the biggest shopping spree, Black Friday and also Cyber Monday, so people tend to really pay attention to the market a little more around Christmas time, especially like there's so many different holidays, Hanukkah. Oh man, I'm going to sound absolutely terrible. Please don't quote me on this, and I'm so sorry if this offends anyone. Kwanzaa, I believe, is around the same period, and various other holidays as well, too. But the whole point is that there are a couple days out of the year where I just don't really pay too much to the market. Or hypothetically, if an emergency pops up, such as, hey, dum-dum, you totally skipped on a lot of last-minute shopping. Last year, I ended up doing a lot of Christmas shopping on New Year's Eve day. not really the best. So today I said, you want to know what? The market is probably just going to be low volume, just like yesterday. And guess what? It really was. So the whole premise of today's video, going to try to keep this video definitely under 15 minutes here, is if you can sleep well at night holding a stock, then you're doing good. Can I sleep at night holding SoFi? Oh, absolutely. Let me throw it back out there to you SoFi bulls, because I'm pretty sure that I've definitely picked up quite a few SoFi bulls that have recently subscribed here. It would be awesome if we can get this channel definitely to 100 subs, and then let's push to maybe 250 and so forth and so forth. But I'll throw this question right back at you. Let me go ahead and say this. So first position here, that I have SoFi. Can you sleep at night holding SoFi? Yes, I can. Can you all? Evening water cheers. Today I consumed 24 ounces of coffee. A little bit revved up still. Oh, feel great. Can you sleep at night holding AMD? I can. Can you sleep at night holding Palantir? I can. Can you sleep at night holding Robinhood? Robinhood is a little bit tricky, but I love it. I really do. Because if we're going to have another phenomenal year, Robinhood is going to have another phenomenal year as well, too. Robinhood, overall, as a company, is going to be doing great as long as a risk-on environment and a bullish environment is really rock and rolling. Can I sleep at night holding beaten down Meta? Oh, yeah, that's like an easy one. Can I sleep at night being a new shareholder of Adobe after what they just put up for earnings and Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales of AI? Oh, yes. Can I sleep well holding my own opinion, my risk-on asset, Honest Company? Yes, because I have a good average on here and they've been beaten down. Can I sleep at night newly shareholder of PayPal? Oh yeah, absolutely. All the stuff they're going to be doing, especially potentially becoming a bank, absolutely. So, I talk about my friend, real life friend, not an internet friend. And he's totally okay with me talking about him. To be honest, I'm pretty sure he gets a kick by me mentioning him in these videos. He is not a SoFi shareholder. He knows all about SoFi. He is long the SPY, the Qs, and he buys stocks such as like dividend stocks, couple banks, high yield dividends, Costco, Walmart, basically pretty much stocks that are just deemed as safe money. And he has a no shit average on the SPYs and the Q of being up over 100%. It's a little crazy to think about it, but he's been buying the major indexes now for quite some time. But then again, I mean, if you look at the SPY, or rather, we even look at the Qs, $622. You're buying the Qs in 2022, like you're up 100%. You're buying the Qs back in COVID lows, you're up 100%. I got into the market during COVID gigantic dip. My friend has, ironically, very similar age. I'm 37. I honestly, I really, I was 19 years old in 2000. No, actually, 2009. I was 21. But when President Obama gave the speech about declaring a victory on the great financial crisis, I believe it was early 2009. So I was 20 at the time. And I was really thinking about getting into the market because I was, just straight out of high school. I have a military background. Definitely starting to accumulate just some savings. Although I put money into a savings account and didn't really invest it. And, things would have been significantly different with my life if I had gone that option. But I remember Obama basically saying, we're entering a new age of a secular bull market. We are now in the third secular bull market. The first one was after the Great Depression. It ended during the 70s, during the Great Inflation. And then the second one kicked off after the Great Inflation. Obviously, during secular bull markets, you have black swan events, you have crashes, you have recessions that are very tiny. The second one ended, ironically, not during the great, dot-com bubble burst of 2000 or even the 9/11 crash. It ended during the great financial crisis. Obama gave a speech, and still to this day, I'm not a fan of Obama. I just really did not like his foreign policy. I was in the United States Marine Corps, the infantry, so definitely his foreign policy was very laggy, and I myself, along with a lot of people, we just had you either like your commander in chief or you don't. You either agree with their foreign policy or you don't. I just really did not. But it cost me, in theory, thousands, maybe even hundreds, maybe even millions of dollars. So the whole point is that if you play the market and you're just buying major indexes, sure, you're going to make money. And I straight up asked my friend, I'm like, hey, can you sleep at night? And he's like, oh, absolutely. Ironically, if I had my money in major indexes, I would not be able to sleep at night. Maybe I'm a risk-on dude. That could be the case. But ironically, my friend that has money in major indexes, he could not sleep holding like a company like SoFi or Palantir or Robinhood or anything like that. Very different like ideology, very different like the way of thinking. I have the due diligence and the stride to really beat the major indexes every year. That's my goal, and I had a ass whooping during 2023. I was in the red. Did not send the IRS a check that year. Although I did 2020, 21, 22, 24, and this year closing in the green. Going to be sending another check April of next year. So far, my strategy has been working. Obviously, 23 was an ass whooping for me because I was very much doing a lot of penny stock day trading, which it's in my opinion, I'm very much happier that I'm very much in growth stocks rather than unprofitable, diluting penny stocks out there. Probably going to be making more videos talking about them in the future, but let's continue on with SoFi. So, going into SoFi, right? On my main stock profile, I am sitting on a lot of gains. You're talking, I was buying SoFi when people were laughing at SoFi. A lot of you Palantir bulls out there, I was actually buying Palantir in the teens, but I ended up selling in the 30s. Then I got back in, sold in the 60s, got back in Liberation Day, sold in like the 150s, and now I'm back in Palantir once again, which is hilarious. I honestly really wish I held Palantir. Oh man, like that would have been life-changing money. I made a tremendous amount. I made tens of thousands of dollars in profits trading Palantir. I would have made hundreds of thousands if I still had an average of $7, if I had an average of $15 into Palantir, even $20-something into Palantir, well over six figs easily. But pretty much on it's my main profile on this public profile challenge here, SoFi up over 100%. Some people look at this and some people legitimately cannot sleep at night. So I'll ask you guys once again, can you sleep holding a stock like SoFi where you're up 100%, up 266%? Can you do that? And the answer is yes. Why? Is because I trust management team. So it comes down if you trust the management team and trust other people. A lot of people out there, they don't like to do that. And I totally understand that, and I totally get it. you got the major indexes as your best friend then, if that's really the case. And hey, you got value companies that will pay you a dividend as your best friend. But at the end of the day, why can I sleep holding SoFi, and why can I go ahead and not look at SoFi at all throughout the trading day and be totally okay with it? Because the management team has been executing nonstop repeatedly. All these companies that I have lined up here on the public profile, the Bung profile, the Bung. I'm a 37-year-old, but hey, I grew up watching Beavis and Butthead and South Park. Not to mention, I joined the military, which just made things even worse for my potty mouth. But the overall thing is that all these companies, I trust management team. You got SoFi, Anthony Noto. You got Lisa Su, AMD, which is going to rock Wall Street's socks. You got Mark Zuckerberg, which honestly, I should have probably got some more shares here. You got Palantir, Alex Karp, phenomenal. Adobe's new CEO, honestly, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Same with Robinhood's CEO. Honest, I believe her name is Carla. She's phenomenal. Her conference calls are actually pretty damn legit. She kind of in the way sounds like Lisa Su from AMD. And then PayPal, Alex Chris, couple S's. They're legit. So on a closing note here, once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Why can I hold these type of stocks that can go up and down in a blink of an eye? Black Swan event comes out. Like, imagine if I was doing Christmas shopping today, which I was, and a Black Swan event came out and SoFi went down by 20%. You got AMD going down by 15-20%. Okay, well, at that time, I would be getting alerts out the a-hole, and I would pull over from driving, and I would be depositing more money into my accounts, and I would be buying more shares. That's pretty much about it. That's all I would do. I have alerts in place. If the stocks go south, I'm buying more. I'm not selling. That's the big key takeaway. And the whole terminology about trading, about investing, because there's going to be positions on this account where I'm going to be trading. And it's honestly, I may, depending what they do in January, I may start shedding shares. I'm not gonna say just yet. But there's one company already on here that I very well may shedding some shares. And what am I going to be doing with those shares is I'm going to be deploying them into other opportunities so they can go up quicker. So that's pretty much about it, guys. Thank you for everyone watching. Definitely drop a like, drop a comment. Be safe, especially around this time of year. And if you do comment, definitely let me know if you can sleep at night holding SoFi, if you can sleep at night holding whatever stocks you can. Because it comes down to trust. And yes, it's a hard thing to do sometimes, especially when you get into a bad company that the management team, they don't have any trust. But these companies, for me, I can sleep very well at night. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Oh, I'm absolutely exhausted. Okay, enough rambling on. I'll see you all on Friday. Later.